Ahoy! It's Kaysi Koi. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today, this is so exciting. I will be reviewing the Textured Neutrals Volume 1 Tati Beauty Palette. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Look at the inside. Okay, mine is really dirty. Oh, look at my camera. Hi there. Look at the snow. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what you really want to see. Look at that. Okay, I've been using her. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a first impressions video. Honestly, this is going out pretty late, so I don't know if anyone's asking for it. But you can really see the colors. It's really, look at that shimmer. Wow. Really pretty. I've been playing with this and I feel like it'd be more helpful to really like play with it and let you know my thoughts after I've been using it for a couple days versus like, oh, let's just do a look and like next, you know? Like I wanted to really give you like my honest full thoughts on this video and this palette and everything. Yeah. So I just want to spill the tea. I'm gonna be honest, I tried filming, like I wanted this to be like a really in-depth review, and it still is, but I was gonna try to film like 2 looks and do one on each eye, and I was just gonna like do concealer around the eyes and just like show the looks, but then I looked really bad without my full face on and I got really insecure and I was like, no. So if you want like more looks, I will be inserting a clip of me applying this look to the eyes. It's like my favorite look. It's like the cranberry row. So good. But yeah, I got overwhelmed and things fell apart and it would have looked really bad. So I was like, let's not. If you want to see me play with this palette more or like a certain row or something, you want a tutorial, let me know. I can do get ready with me and I can play with this palette more. I will totally do that. Yay. Okay, so let me get into this. So this palette retails for $48. I ordered it when she first released it, not like right away, but it was available for like a couple of days and then it sold out, and now it's available for pre-order, and it said on the website that it guarantees to ship by December 15th. So I felt like I should get this review out as quick as I could, because if you're like considering getting this palette, I mean, I doubt that I'm like the first review you're watching, but you know, if you're like considering it, I would get it now so that you can get it for a Christmas gift for somebody or yourself. It would be a good ass time to get it. Okay, so let's talk about it. I really like how she did this layout. Like, I don't think any palette has this. Basically, there's like rows and columns, and each of these columns have a color scheme and they're all like the same color basically in different finishes. So you get a matte finish, which is like a typical matte shade. All of them are really great. I haven't had any problems with them. They're not as pigmented as like Anastasia, but like you can build them up and they're not like, they don't take forever to build up. Like they're really good, and I absolutely have no complaints with the matte shades. I think they're great. The second row is the sequin formula. I have some thoughts on the sequin formula. I don't hate it, but I don't love it, and I wish that this finish wasn't in the palettes. It looks gorgeous. Like, look at that berry shade with the blue glitter. That's beautiful. And this orange shade with like the gold. Really pretty. Honestly, they're just like glorified matte shades. They're like literally the same color with like little glitters in it. And I don't like them because I feel like in order to get that glitter to show, I use my finger, but it's basically like a matte shade, and I don't notice that glitter pop as much as it shows in the pan. Like, I put it on and there's like a couple of flakes of glitter, but it's not enough to be like glittery on the lid. Now, maybe you'll have to play with like adhesives and like bases, but in my opinion, it's like a matte shade, so it's kind of like hard to do that. It's not like a metallic or something. Yeah, so I kind of wish that row wasn't in it. It looks pretty and it works as like a matte shade, but it's literally the same shade as the shade below it. It just has a little bit of glitter in it. And in my opinion, the glitter doesn't really stay. So I wish she would have done like, I don't know, like slightly lighter shades so that like each row could have a cohesive like transition shade, or just like a little bit of a different tone so that, you know, you can deepen it and lighten it a little bit more. You can still obviously do that. And this row is really great for transition. This row is really good for deepening, like both of these. But I don't know. In my honest opinion, I don't think the sequin row is very great. It's kind of a new formula. Like everyone's kind of like, what is that? I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the sequin like row. I don't find it to be much different than the mattes. They perform pretty similarly. They just have some glitter flecks that end up falling on your face, and I don't think it's worth it. So I wish that she would have done something different in that row. Then we're gonna go on to the metallic row. Now honestly, I haven't played with the metallics like super much. They're not anything exciting, if I'm gonna be honest with you. The only one I really do like is the one in this row, because I like that it almost is like a peachy orangey gold. I think it would have been awesome if she could have had like duochromes. Like this metallic could have had like a little blue shift in it, like something a little bit more unique. I get it though, she's trying to cater this palette for like everyone, and I do think this palette could work for like the everyday use. I guess I'm just looking for that more unique finish in the metallics, but they're pretty simple, pretty fine. They're not bad, they're good. I find that I like to use them wet because they work the best that way, but they're a little lackluster in my opinion. All right, and then the last row is the glitters. I love the glitters, okay? That is the reason I bought this palette, because I was like, those look really pretty and really great. And let me tell you, they do not disappoint. Like, I'm all about the glitters. I love all of these. And honestly, for the price of $48, the quality of these glitters alone is like great. And you have a lot of options to top your eye looks off with. So I'm like, I honestly bought it for the glitters and the berry row because I just love it. Like, I love the berry and the orange row. Those are like the ones that aren't as neutral, but I love those colors. It's really beautiful. So I really like the glitter. The only other pressed glitters I've ever tried are from ColourPop, and ColourPops are good. They're just a little bit more bigger. Like the granules are bigger and I feel like they fall on my face more. The size of these and the like the dimension and the glow is really special. I feel like she really nailed the glitters. I really like those. Yeah, so I'm really into it. I like how she laid these out. But I do have some like critiques. I think this is a really great first palette. I was really kind of hoping though, it would have been cool if she could have released like these separately in a way, because I really love the scheme of the berry. Like, I was loving that, and I was like, you know, if I could just buy that one row, I think it would be really cool if she could like make different palettes that are just like monochromatic, or like little like side palettes. And like, these are really big shadows and I like that, but I don't think they need to be as big as they are. I think she could have went with a smaller palette, but I'm excited to see what she comes out with in the future. This is really cool and it's really unique and I really do like it. I just think like, I'm excited more so for like maybe like a jewel tone palette, like, you know, or like a warm like, or like pinks and berries and purples, like just like different schemes. I'm looking for like more unique stuff, but I do really like this. Okay, I don't know, some of these rows like this ritual and even like memory, these two rows really don't call to me. I just wish like in a way I could have just got like some of the palette, not all of the palette. But it, you know, I get it and I really do enjoy it. I think I could see myself using all of these and I do use them all. As for like complaint wise for tones, everything's really great. The only issue I have is with the highlighting shade here. I'm very pale, okay? I'm like extremely pale, and I really like my inner corner highlight to pop. I did top mine with a different one, but this metallic shade could work for most people. But here, I just swatched it. You can see it's a little too dark for me. So when I try to use that, it doesn't work. So I have to tap into a different palette to get that inner corner pop that I like. And that's kind of frustrating for me. I could see this one working for basically like, you know, medium to deep, you know, or if you're like a little bit less pale than I am. I'm extremely pale, so I get it, but I was hoping for like a really like pop-in inner corner highlight, and this palette just didn't give that to me. Yeah, so I'm a little bummed with that. I really like a nice like glowy inner corner highlight, and this didn't really give that to me. But I am very pale, so like if you are a little deeper than me, this could totally be fine. Yeah, the metallics aren't like intense in your face metallics, but they have a really nice glow. They're really pretty. I will be inserting swatches of each row at the end of this video. But let me see. I mean, overall, would I recommend you buy this palette? It depends. If you like the color story, and if you could see yourself gravitating towards this palette and using it, I bought it because I really like the berry row. I love those colors. I really, really like the glitters, and I think they didn't fail to, you know, they didn't fail on me. They were good. They were good. So if there's something in here, I think there's something in here for everyone. For me, I have countless neutral palettes. Like, girl, I have enough palettes. But the thing that made me want to buy this palette is because of the different finishes, the layout, and the good quality really drew me in. And I like that she threw in that berry row and that orange row, because that really, really helped me like solidify my purchase of like, okay, I could use those rows because I love those colors. Yeah, so I think it's enough for everyone. I think you can do some really glam looks. You can keep it really natural. You know, you have a lot of options. But yeah, so I mean, for the most part, I really do like this palette. I think it's really good. The quality's there. I guess I already said everything I said. Yeah, I mean, is the price worth it? I would say it is, because the quality and for the amount you get, and the mirror is amazing. It is a little hefty. It's not like hefty. I mean, for what you're getting, it's not that heavy, but when I hold it and I do my makeup and I'm using the mirror, it is a little, like, you can do one-handed, but my arm does get kind of sore. So I'm like, would have been nice if it's like a little bit smaller, different color stories. But like I said, I'm very excited to see what she comes out with in the future. I will probably be picking up something if it's like totally fun and different. I do really like her formulas. I've used a lot of different palettes, and this one doesn't disappoint. Like, honestly, it's not bad. I'm just like looking forward to her more like fun, unique palettes potentially in the future. One thing I have to say about the glitters, I don't know if it says on here technically if they're eye safe. I know there's like a big debate with the eye glitters right now with like, oh, you know, they're technically not eye safe, but I haven't had any problems with these. I do get a couple that fall into my eyes sometimes because I don't really have a base on, but that doesn't bother me because I'm used to it, and I just like scoop it on out. You know, I'm not blind yet, so I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, there's a debate. These really do grab on the lid very well. There's minimal fallout for a glitter, and I think they're really beautiful. But if you don't like the whole glitter situation, if you don't want to put stuff like this on or around the eyes because they aren't eye safe and they could fall into your eye and potentially harm it, I would say pass on this. I think the glitter row really makes it. Like, I could have had like a beautiful berry scheme with like what I have, but the glitters, man, like those are great. So yeah, I really hope that this helped you out at all. Just a reminder, if you're interested, they're still available for pre-order and they will ship by December 15th for sure. So if you're like considering this palette, I hope I cleared up any questions. If you have any more questions, you let me know. This palette does get a little dirty. It has a nice soft matte finish. I like how I like keep remembering things I should have talked about and I'm like just jumping back in. But yeah, this does get a little dirty, but it's fine. It means that it's loved and used, and I really like how she did this. I think there's not too much that I can say like that I don't like, but there's just some things out there that I think would have been smart. She could have tried something different, but I really do like the palette. I like the layout, I like the look of it. I think she did a pretty darn near 10 out of 10. Like, it's good, okay? And if you like the colors, go for it. I'm gonna stop talking, but if you have any more questions, leave them in the description. I mean, in the comment section. I will answer if you have any questions. I think I covered most of it. I will be inserting my eye tutorial. I will zoom you in so you can actually see it. I got some fallout here and that didn't come off, so it's really cute. Looks kind of rough, but look at that. It's really pretty. Like, I'm living. And I do my makeup fun every day, but like when I did this look, this is like the first day I got the palette, I did this look and I went to work, and not everyone, but like a lot of people were like, wow, you look good today. Like, you look like, you always look good, but like you look good today. Like, you just got it going on. Like, everyone was like, you got it, like, get it. So I felt really good wearing this look, and it was like really awesome to wear a look and feel like I looked good in it, because it's been a hot minute since people were like giving me compliments. So I was like, please give me the compliments. I need the validation, like. But anyways, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this palette, and I think there's something in here for everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm gonna insert how I did my eye look, and I'm also going to insert swatches, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Yet again, if you want to see anything more with this palette, let me know. Let me know your questions. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, I did want to add in, you thought I was done. I was like, I did want to add in that the palette was $48, but shipping for me, because I didn't get this in PR, this is not PR at all. I wish, that'd be really dope, and she could write me like a handwritten note and, Tati, I love you, Pisces power. But yeah, shipping was, I think, like $5. I'm in the US, so it could be different like worldwide, I don't know. So it ended up being around like $53. So, you know, it's a high-endish palette price. Like, that's pretty expensive, but I think the value is there. I think it is worth it. But I'm more excited to see what she comes out with in the future. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you that so that you know it's not exactly 48. It's a little bit more, but I just want to throw that in there. I literally look like I'm like 12 right now with the cat ears and everything. But I have like little bangs now. You'll probably see it better when I like do my hair, but I did color my hair slightly. It's not super noticeable, but like it's a little warmer. It's just a little nicer. I've noticed like my hair changed a lot since I was little, and it used to be like bleach blonde. Like it was bright, and I went outside more, so that's probably why. But now it's just like an ash brown. It's like a dirty blonde, but it's like the dirtiest of blondes. Like it's not that blonde anymore, which makes me sad because I miss like my blonder hair. It was more like a golden blonde, and now it's like so I tried to fix that. But anyways, I look rough. I'm gonna just share with you guys my favorite look from this palette. You might be able to guess it already. I absolutely adore the berry row. If it wasn't for that row, I probably wouldn't have bought the palette. Ooh. But yeah, I'm gonna zoom you in. I look kind of rough, not gonna lie. It looks a little crusty. Love that. But I'm gonna just show you what the look is and just zoom you in a little bit. So I'm gonna take Soothe, this matte brown shade. This is like the best transition shade. It's probably good for most people, and it just really makes everything tied together very well. It's just like, it's almost like a contour shade. Like I could use this as a bronzer and it would probably look kind of quirky, kind of good. Yeah. So you're probably like, her? But it looks fine. It's just my transition, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Just kind of blending that in there. By the way, this is like the first segment I'm filming of this video. So this is why it's kind of like rough. And I look like I'm not thriving because I'm not. Yeah, and I still have to figure out like my lighting. I literally had to blow the dust off my camera. I was like, it's been so long. Like I really genuinely missed YouTube so much. Like, wow. But I don't know what I'm doing. Even when I started YouTube, I didn't know what I was doing. Still don't know what I'm doing. It's been a while, so yeah. I'm just trying to figure it out again. So just bear with me. The quality and the look of the videos probably ain't it, but it's fine. It's great. We're thriving. Really, truly, I look like I'm thriving. I'm gonna take the shade Poet, that matte berry shade. I really, really love this row. I think it's gorgeous. The mattes perform well. I think they're good. I don't really have many complaints. They're not too pigmented, but not too under pigmented. Like you can build it up or you can sheer it out. There's not too much fallout, so you know, it's nice. You can see it's building up really nicely. I'm just kind of placing that plum shade in the outer kind of half of my lid and also kind of blending it into my crease. Like so. I'm gonna do it to the other side. There's so many movies I've been wanting to watch lately. Like just like old movies from when I was younger. Like Madagascar. I miss that movie, and I miss Shrek a lot. Those movies were so good and funny, but I feel like when I like watch them again, I'm gonna be like, this is like the dumbest movie I've ever seen. You know, it's probably gonna be like that. Like when you're a kid, everything seems fun and cool, and then when you grow up and you watch things back, you're like, oh my gosh. Like, I liked that movie. I thought that was funny. Like, heck no, it's not. It's weird, you know? Like, that always happens. See, it's so weird. My lighting looks kind of messed up on my camera, but like in my mirror in person, it looks so much better. See, this is why I have to like figure it out, because it's not See, oh, what the heck? It's not like very clear, and the tone is so like pale. I think because there's snow out and it's like reflecting, but I don't know what's going on. I need to like fix it. But yeah, I'll figure it out. I'll get better. I'm gonna take the glittery Poet shade. I honestly use this one with my finger, but I don't really notice any like amazing, like the glitter you can see, but it doesn't really stick on the lid super well. These ones, I feel like the glitter doesn't really stay in it, and compared to in the pan, it just doesn't like transfer as glittery as I'd like it to. I'm sure you could use some sort of like adhesive, but it's kind of like a matte shade, so it's kind of like weird to do that. I don't know. It's literally like the same shade as the one below it with like little glitters in it, which I don't really find it to be that effective. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna take the shade I used in my transition and tap that in the inner portion of my lid. I know everything looks rough, but just bear with me, okay? It's getting there. We will blend her out. The glitters is honestly like my favorite thing ever about this palette. It just makes me obsessed with it. I absolutely love the glitters. I think it's like the best glitter formula I've tried. I guess I've only ever used, oh my gosh, why is it blurry? Heck. I've only ever really used ColourPop's pressed glitters, but I absolutely adore the Tati ones more. I just find that the size is perfect. They're not too thick. I don't know, it's just like the way the finish is absolutely beautiful. You will see. It will blow your skirt off. Like you'll be like, oh, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna take that transition shade and blend that kind of in the inner. I'm so sorry for the quality of this right now. I'm seeing it too and I'm like, oh. But you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna blend that transition shade from the Soothe column, and we're just gonna slowly blend everything out really nice. And mine's looking a bit blended out. I'm gonna take the glitter from the Poet column and I'm gonna place that kind of in the center, if everything lows. It's so pretty. Oh. Alright, and then I'm gonna put the glitter from the Aura row. This is the lightest glitter. I love these two together. They look so pretty, so gorgeous. They are like genuinely are stunning. There is a bit of fallout with the glitters. You can also use a glitter glue. I just don't, because I don't think that the fallout is that bad, and I find that it adheses to my lid pretty good. I'm gonna take a little bit of that highlighting shade and tap it kind of in there to give it a more filled in structure a little bit, so it's not just speckled with glitter. And then I'm going to take that metallic berry and I'm going to put that kind of up in there as well. And I'm going to go back on top of it with a little bit more glitter just to blend it all together. Thing looks a little crazy, I know. It's just really pretty and fun. Alright, I'm gonna go back into the matte shade from Poet, and I'm gonna just tap that in my outer crease just one more time to really get that color over there. Right. I'm gonna just blend the crease a little bit more. Almost done with this look. Alright, then I'm gonna take the black shade from the memory lane. And I'm just gonna tap that kind of above the lash line up top. Wow, it's not in focus. I wonder how much it's not in focus and I'm not realizing it. I love that. I missed doing get ready with me's. I used to do those like a lot and I could just talk and it was fun. And I haven't done any of that in so long and it's really sad. Alright, I'm gonna take the highlighting shade from the Aura line. This actually is a little upsetting because it's not bright enough for me. I already pre-highlighted my inner corner a little bit, but I'll put a little of this around. You can see it, but it's not like as bright as I'd like it. I think it would be good for like medium to deep skin tones, but it's slightly, like it barely passes as like, you can see it looks a little bit darker than my skin tone, so that's fun. But I do still use it as like a brow bone highlight, very subtle brow bone highlight, but you know, it works. Alright, so this is basically the finished look. I'm gonna do my liner, eyeliner, everything else. I'm gonna finish off of camera. I will be back to finish the review off. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you got something out of it and that I didn't ramble way too much. But I hope that this was a cohesive review and that it helped you out in solidifying if you want this palette or not. So here she is. Just take one final look. You got the mirror that's really huge and awesome. And you have all these fun rows that you can do super fun looks with, or you can keep it toned down. Yes. Okay, so that was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yet again, let me know if you want to see anything future-wise or anything that you really like want to see reviewed. Let me know. Let me know. I love you. I will see you in a future video. Have a great day. Bye.